What's up, guys? It's your boy Smalls back with Thoughts from the Bench. Welcome back to The Vault, the weekly show that takes a look back at some of the best and worst sports jerseys of all time. Joined with me, as always, is the best co-host on the internet, Mr. Benny Buckets. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm good, brother. How are you, man?
I'm hanging in there, man. Hanging in there. Can't wait to get back to it. I feel like we had a great episode last week. I think this is going to be an underrated one as well. Before we get started, Ben, what are you drinking on?
Tonight, I'm not leaving you hanging this week. So for
Thank
everybody
you.
who's been paying attention, I came to the rescue. Out of my Yeti mug, I'm drinking some Irish coffee because I need to stay awake, but I need to stay loose. So I put some JMO in some Starbucks Pikes something roast, and that's what I'm sipping on this evening.
Sounds pretty good. Yeah.
What about you, Smalls?
I am drinking on the Sweetwater 420 strain, the Mango Kush Wheat Ale. It's a little stanky when you open it up. Yeah, it's pretty good though. Sweetwater, one of my favorite beers out there. I did not waft it in like we were talking about earlier. I'm not a big wafter. I'm a
You don't waft, gargle, snort, whatever to make it taste better?
Nah, dude. I tasted whiskey at a distillery one time doing that, and I felt like the biggest douchebag on earth. Like, they told me to do
You're
it.
sitting there and you're looking around like, am I an asshole? Yeah, I am an
A
asshole.
little
I've done
bit.
the same thing, dude.
Yeah, a little bit. But, like, they tell you to do it, and then you do it, and you're like, I wish I
Yeah.
hadn't done that. So,
And like I'm looking at some of the other people that drink like that, and I'm like, okay, wait a second. You do that like all the time?
Right.
I did it one time, and I want to jump off the fucking roof of this building.
right, dude. Jesus Christ. Well, introducing, going back to what the show is actually about, the Vault weekly show that we take a look at jerseys every week. It's just the jersey show on Thoughts from the Bench, plain and simple. We just love to flex our love for anything sports jerseys.
Yes, sir.
Each week we're going to come in with 3 jerseys that match that week's topic. The topics can range wildly. I feel like if you've tuned in so far, you've pretty much seen that. We can go all over the board here. This week, I think this is probably going to be up there with one of our best. Minor League Baseball was awesome, but just being able to roast some hockey sweaters, I think, is just going to be fucking hilarious.
I'm pumped, and it's gonna be bittersweet in a way because I think like you and me were talking before is, I feel like hockey gets shit on a lot. It is a major sport, and I hate to add to that.
Yeah.
But dude, there are just some of these that are shit stains in the underpants of the NHL throughout time, and as much as I want to save the NHL's name, there is no saving these jerseys, and I love making fun of people, so I'm super fucking stoked for tonight.
Dude, it's gonna be. I don't know. I think by the end we're gonna look at each other like we sometimes do at the end of the episode, and be like, yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, I don't want to jinx us yet. Maybe this is a stinker of an episode. I don't think it will be, but hey, we'll see.
All right.
All right.
We'll roll into it.
Yeah, let's
Take
go,
it head
Benny.
on.
All right, number 1 pick. Who you going with?
My first pick is a jersey that was kept around as an alternative jersey for way too fucking long by the National Sexual Predators. First of all, talking about their namesake, no reason to be called the Predators. I get that the saber-tooth or saber-teeth, not probably a good idea because their logo in general isn't bad. But being called the fucking Predators, come on, man. I guarantee they got fans like Jared from Subway and Michael Jackson and just a lot of famous names, but that's still no excuse to call yourselves the Predators. The jersey, though, what is that, a fucking Dijon mustard? Like, it is a putrid color. It looks like baby food, like mashed up baby food that you would feed to a fucking infant child. Also, they kind of did this like, it's like not cartoony, but it is cartoony. Saber-tooth on the front. I like their general logo, like their main logo, way better. That's a way better primary than this. I don't get what they're trying to do with like the the I don't even know how to describe it, but this upside down triangle that just the face is coming out of, like it's weird, like it's just a face shot. Like if you saw me like this and it's just my face, that's it. There's nothing else. There's no other parts of the saber tooth in there, and I don't know. I feel like they tried to mix it up too much, and they went to where they tilted their color scheme further than they needed to, because that's not their typical yellow that they use for the traditional jerseys. This is something that if you look closely, they deepened both colors. They took a way darker secondary color and a weird mustard yellow color for this jersey. I mean, and this is something that the fact that it was held on to not only from the early 2000s, but we saw this is late as a couple years ago that the Preds brought out. Like, I don't know why this is, maybe it's a Nashville thing, that this is a beloved thing, but in general, these are just shit jerseys.
Dude, yeah, no, the logo, I get that you want to have, like, an intimidating logo, I guess. Like, sure.
I've been more intimidated by Andy Dalton pregame speeches.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Dude, it sucks because I'm like I like the Predators. I feel like being like a hockey team in Nashville to me is like kind of cool. I love Nashville in general, and they've had some actually pretty good hockey over the years. Like this is
except when they got their asses kicked in 2016
a little bit, yeah. Hey, I'll drink to that one. But dude, like you were saying, the color is fucking horrendous. Though I don't know.
Gross.
And this is something that I don't like that NHL teams do a lot is they come out with like alternate logos that look pretty similar to what they use all the time, but it's like only like
if it's like completely different, then I'm for it, because that's the purpose of an alternate logo. If it's just slightly askew as to what your primary is, what's the fucking point?
Right. And Ben, I feel like maybe we've talked about this before, probably not on an episode that was released, but have you ever been on the Reddit page Bad Taxidermy?
We talked about this before, and no, I still haven't, unfortunately.
It's okay. You're not really. Well, you're missing it, but like.
Oh, no.
Dude, look at this guy.
Oh man. Yeah.
But
see, I'm way more intimidated by those fucking things.
Oh yeah.
Than the Preds alternate jerseys.
Dude, yeah.
100%.
These are tough though. Like I just why change your color but only slightly? That doesn't make any sense to me.
That's the thing is, if you're going to change it, just change it. When you tint it a little bit, it's almost more noticeable and worse than had you just done something completely different. But the fact that you tried to stay in the same vein and fucked it up so royally, it just, man, this is tough to look at.
Dude, it's pretty goddamn bad. Okay, no, that was definitely a good first one. Starting off hot. My first pick is probably the I don't know how these are really regarded around hockey fans, but dude, these are some stinkers. Like this, when I look at these, and maybe someone has said this to me before, I can't recall, but this looks like a BMX or motocross jersey that you see, like, just.
Why is that scarily accurate?
Like, I don't like it. The raindrops are. The whole jersey looks so pixelated, which doesn't make any sense. Like, it looks like I'm looking at like a Game Boy Color screen, like I'm playing Pokemon or something. Like walking through the grass where you can literally see the individual pixels. It's so bizarre that they try to go down this route. Like, I don't really get it. And then the lightning on the sleeves is just, it's remarkable. It's remarkable. Like, this is like as 90s as it gets, but like not in a good way whatsoever.
Like, I get what they were trying to do, you know.
I get it.
I see the thought, and especially like you said, for the era. but
Dude.
just a swing and a miss here.
Yeah, dude. I only I actually couldn't even find any games where they were wearing these, so I decided to put a clip of this team getting the shit kicked out of them by the Flyers. But dude, these are just horrendous. Like I just don't understand like who okayed this. It almost I don't know why, but it makes me think that this would appear in Max Keeble's Big Move, if you remember that movie. Do you remember
You're
that
going to hate me, but I don't.
Dude, you never fought. All right, whatever. All right, it's fine.
Okay, well, I'll throw another fucking reference out at you. I feel like they could have worn these as uniforms in Brink. You remember that? The fucking roller skating Disney movie?
No. What are you talking about?
You don't know what Brink is?
What the fuck is Brink?
Oh my god. Any fan of like classic cheesy ass live action Disney movies know what I'm fucking talking about. How do you not? Dude, they would have these rollerblading races and shit, and the kids were like super like surfer dude type. You don't remember this shit?
I don't remember this shit. What is this?
Oh,
I don't remember this shit.
Call the police. So there's no way.
Dude, these guys look...
You never saw Brink.
No, dude, these guys look real sweaty, too.
Dude, because they were grinding, bro. Do you have Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Watch this shit.
Is it on Disney Plus?
Yes, maybe get a little teed up first and then watch this shit. I promise you will be crying laughing by the end of the movie. That is a Benny Bucket's guarantee. I fucking promise you will be crying by the end of the movie, either from joy or laughter, like happy tears, or you can't stop fucking laughing. That's how hard,
dude,
it's gonna be.
So I only had one other reference to bring up, and we might be the only public school in America that knows what this is. I don't know if you know. Do you know what I'm gonna say?
I hope I know what you're gonna say.
I don't know, man. I don't know if you do. So where me and Ben went to school, a lot of the kids would listen to this musical group called ICP.
Oh Jesus fuck! Yeah, if anybody knows who, all you juggalos and juggalettes who listen to ICP out there, we're sorry if this is offending anybody. Actually, I don't give a flying fuck.
Dude, I don't know what kind of band it was. I don't even know if I ever listened to him. I don't know what it was, but a lot of the kids...
It was like hate rap.
Yeah,
like,
it was like screamo, but like
the
rap.
Best way,
it was fucking bizarre. Yeah. But like, a lot of kids would wear like the fucking gear, and one of them was an or I'm sure there were several, but an ICP hockey jersey. And literally, it's just a fucking... It's.
You know what's kind of fucking gross? Is that looks a lot like the Flames' alternate jerseys now.
Yes. I didn't even put that together. Nope. That's a tough look.
Yeah,
but like, damn, dude.
But back to this jersey. Back to this one,
dude. Yeah, and that's the thing. This was like way before like the Vinny LeCavier era, the Stamkos era. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they're defending champs now. They've gotten their shit together. But back in the 90s, they've
got clean unis now.
Yeah, I like them.
They figured it out now.
It's simple, and it has been for a while. They figured it out, and I feel like that's what teams kind of realize is like, hey, we're going to play the hits. We're going to keep it simple and focus on the product on the ice instead of making the jerseys look crazy.
Like that, yeah.
But these are just horrendous. It's just too much going on. But let's go to your second pick, my guy. 2012 New York Islanders. These are interesting. I don't know what's going on.
They're just bad. I mean, how many colors can you find on that jersey? I mean, there's the black, white, orange, gray, blue, and like a silver tin as well. You got too many fucking colors on that thing. It's like they tried to make it look cool. They tried to make it look trendy, and they tried to take an old look and smack it with a new look, and all they did was bump each other in the fucking head. It doesn't work. There's too many colors involved. And I don't know, like the font, I feel like if you're going to do something that crazy, why did you go with such like a regular ass classic, like almost collegiate looking font? I think that they're like, I see what they were trying to do, and they were trying to make it look retro, and they were trying to make it look complete. Sorry, technical difficulties here. Here we go. We're back on track. But they were trying to make it look new age with a little bit of old school, and it's like an A for effort, but an F for fuck, that's ugly. Like, it was just, it was so bad. And the Islanders, I get a lot of fans that get pissy with me. The Islanders are not relevant, and they haven't been for an extremely long time. And these begs and cries for attention, whether it be through weird-ass signings that they have or putting shit like this out, it's just not going to work. No one gives a shit about the Islanders except people that live on Long Island. And to me, this is just another fucking big whiff on a jersey here.
Yeah, it almost looks like they were going for like a Knicks look, which I don't know if that's really the way to go. It just, I don't know.
That's a good point. It kind of, because the Knicks have those black alternates too, and that's kind of what that looks like for sure.
Right. Yeah, but I feel like the Islanders, there's not really, you shouldn't change it. Like, you should just keep it how it is. That's one of those uniforms in the NHL that I feel like you don't really have to change.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah, and
they don't need to do too much, and this was too much.
Yeah, it was just they were trying too hard. Like, I don't love the Islanders. Like, any team from New York, I'm just gonna automatically dislike pretty much no matter what. But yeah, this is just tough. Like, it's not like ugly in like, it's not ugly in the same way that like the Lightning one that we just talked about was. Like, it's not like outrageous and in your face. It's just bad. Like, you look at it,
it's just wrong. And that's the thing is because even at that point, like with the Lightning, at least we could say this is so fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
Like this, like they were trying to make it look clean, and it just doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know. The black and the royal blue. That's what doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
doesn't hit for me.
Like, why have both of those on a jersey? Like, I know the Lightning do it as well, but it works because they don't add an orange. Like, it just what?
Like I said, there's too many colors, man. They tried to mix like too many, but also colors that are too close together. Aside from the orange, like I don't know. It's a tough look and not a tough look, like that's a tough look.
Oh yeah. So love that one. These ones are interesting.
It took me a while to make up my mind on this, and I'm really happy that you picked this. So please, this is your pick. Take it on, bud.
Yeah. I just want to start with this. These are in the hockey community. These are literally known as the Burger King jerseys. That's what they're fucking known as. It literally straight off the bat just reminds you of Burger King. Remember those plastic or the little paper crowns you got? That's exactly what the King's fucking wearing on Wayne Gretzky's chest right there. Like the sash, another just fucking all-time move. Wayne Gretzky looks like he's a 21-year-old girl that just turned 21 on her birthday night. Is about to go out to the bar.
The birthday sash.
It looks like I could have made this in 5 minutes in Microsoft Paint because of just the little transition, the gradient that they have going on on the sash. They look like the fake jerseys that you get when you walk outside of a stadium and you know they're not legitimate, but they're just for people looking for something. Or they look like Kmart jerseys because they're just so not even close to what the actual ones look like.
R.I.P. Blue Light Special.
Wow. But yeah, no, these are just bad, and it sucks that Wayne Gretzky had to wear them. But it's also kind of funny because I looked it up. He was literally gone the season that they brought these out. Like he requested the trade, he was out of there. It's probably not because of these, but like maybe it's a smaller reason. I don't know. Like,
well, it might be a reason. Maybe not the reason, but it's probably a reason.
We've already talked about the turn ahead the clock jerseys that the MLB did. Literally, this is just like a hockey version of that. Like, it's the same thing, just a big, obnoxious logo. Like, why? Like, no other hockey jersey ever has looked like this. Like, I just don't get it. Like, this is something that you would...
It is unique, and it's almost one of those ones where I wish you could say no other jersey looks like this, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's not. Like, dude, the fucking thing about the 21-year-old girl on her birthday, dude, that is perfect. And I don't know, like, just in, like we were talking about with the alternative logos, that alternate logo...
When have they ever worn that?
I don't know, just looks weird to me, man. It just looks weird.
Like, that's like that's cartoon. That's a clip art.
Very cartoony.
Like, that's
but
clip
usually
art.
we're fans of cartoony logos. Not in this case.
Well,
missing it big on this one.
Well, and they have two logos now. They have like the crown thing that they bring out. I like that one. That one's kind of cool. Even just the standard LA Kings logo, it's simple. It's just kind of cool. Like, this just, I don't know. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And I get it. It was the 90s. Everyone was trying to pull this shit. But, like, these were just bad. Like, overall, this was just a fucking terrible one. Like, I feel bad that the great one had to wear this.
Yeah. It is a shame that the second greatest hockey player of all time had the greatest uniform.
You're saying he's the second.
Absolutely.
He's the first.
Oh, said the kid, baby.
Damn, I feel like you might get some flack for that one.
Gretzky himself said when you got the greatest player in the game, it's easy to coach when he was coaching Canada's team. And I'm just saying, or wait, not Canada's team, excuse me, all you hockey fucking nerds. I know it was the all-star team, but still, it's easy when you got fucking the best player in the world out of the mouth of Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky's still an amazing player, but it's like you got to admit the facts. Said the kid's the GOAT.
Damn, dude. That's going to be I'm just saying, that's a hot take. I don't disagree just because of the era. Like, the stats aren't going to line up, obviously, but, like, when you watch Sidney Crosby play the game, like, if you watch him in person, it's like, oh, that guy's just running
poetry.
It. Like, he's
poetry.
Like, he's a fucking puppet master. But that's still a bold take. Like, I thought you were going to put Mario above him. And I was like, you're definitely going to get a lot for that. I feel like putting Sid above him is like even, I'm just saying, like, you might want to watch out.
Oh, I want all the smoke, especially you fucks from Philly, too. We talked about this last week. If anyone from Philly has got an opinion about Sidney Crosby, I'll tumble for that motherfucker.
Whew. Fighting words right there. I really want you to get in some online beef. I think I might try to stir that up.
Whiskey may not have been the best choice tonight. Well, here we are.
We're good. It's fine, dude. It's whatever, you know. Let's go to your third pick. Actually, I gotta exit out of this. I still have the ICP jersey up on my fucking screen. I can't keep looking at this. All right, go ahead though.
So for my third and final selection tonight, I have this fucking atrocity. This trash bag with electrical tape on it was worn by the Vancouver Canucks and was their primaries for a very long time, a uncomfortably long time. Who said this was okay? Who allowed this to happen? I need to know so that they can be checked in every way by any psychiatrist or mental doctor, therapist, whoever, because this is just fucking, this is ugly. Both the black and the yellow primary solid color with these weird stripes. It reminds me of like whenever you would pop a VHS in VCR for the first time, and like that Technicolor thing would come on. Like that's what this is reminding me of. And I get it, maybe for that era, like that makes a shit ton of sense. But even in the 70s, if you look at some of the other sweaters that were out there for NHL teams, nobody looked this horrendous. Nobody looked this fucking bad, except the Vancouver Canucks, which, by the way, can you tell me what the fuck a Canuck is? I've lived my entire life without knowing what a Canuck is. But, I mean, not that it's that big of a deal because they haven't made any noise. I mean, they had, like, the Sedins back in the day and Matt's Sundin after, I think it was after he left the Maple Leafs, but they don't, and Roberto Luongo, but they don't create a lot of star power, and they're not very competitive. And I think it's because they're cursed by this hippie whack bullshit that they fucking threw on themselves back in the 70s.
So, I looked up what a Canuck was. Ben, you're going to shit yourself. What a fucking silly country. Literally, a Canuck is literally just, it's a name for a Canadian.
What?
What a fucking goofy country.
Well, their logo, isn't it supposed to be like a fucking orca or something?
Not this one.
Or like a...
Well...
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Well, you know what's funny about that?
What is the logo here? Just, is it a V for Vancouver? Is that what it's supposed to be?
That has to be it, but... I think of just the 1970s, just straight up. I don't know, like, there's no other way to describe it. It's just, it's the 19... I feel like I'm watching... I guess they probably didn't have VHSs back in the 1970s, but it feels like a fucking Technicolor film that, like, isn't very good. Like, it's it's so fucking weird. What are they doing? What are they doing? What is this supposed to be?
I mean, it just, you know what they look like? Especially the yellow ones. They look like church choir robes.
Oh my god.
Like they're about to be singing fucking hallelujah or whatever in the church of Canucks, you fucking dumb fucks. But fucking a Canuck's a Canadian. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Go Canuck yourself, you fucking morons. That is the dumbest shit I've ever... In fact, cancel the Vancouver Canucks. Make them something else. Make them something even worse. Make them the fucking Vancouver Chorus Girls, because that's what they fucking look like.
Dude, what a fucking backwards country. What a backwards country.
I love that you said, what a silly country. That fucking sent me.
Well, so I was looking it up. Their new logo, it is a whale or an orca or something. Apparently, the only reason it was ever turned into that was because the ownership of the team, it was, I forget what they were called. It was like White Whale Entertainment or something. So they were like, all right, guys, yeah. It was trying pretty hard. The Canucks, what a fucking Canada, man. I swear.
Fucking Canada.
Fucking Canada. There's nothing else to really say. Yeah, I mean, any other thoughts on this one though? I feel like literally the duct tape, the colored duct tape on a trash bag is the only way you could describe it.
Yeah, I'm done with these Canuck fucks.
The Nucks. The fucking Nucks.
All right, Smalls, your third and final pick, buddy.
Third and final pick. So, look at these atrocities. You might be thinking, am I watching, lacrosse right now? Am I watching professional paintball? No. This was the alternate jersey for the 2008 through 2011 Atlanta Thrashers. Perhaps one of the worst sports franchises ever. Like, these guys were not around that, like, literally at all. Like, they were bad from top to bottom. They never really had a good uniform. The arena was apparently just an awful place to watch hockey because people were just like sitting behind columns everywhere. Like it didn't work for hockey whatsoever. I think they were trying to make it almost look like either a basketball jersey or a football jersey, and instead it came out as the worst Arena League football jersey that you could think of. These things are just the worst. Who okayed this? I don't know if they were trying to be like new edge, like cutting edge or something. Like, oh, this is what hockey sweaters are gonna look like here in the future. But like, it's just bad.
Who okayed the Thrashers in fucking general? Like, I know, like you and me, we were talking about like we're happy to see certain cities have hockey teams and stuff like that. And I think it is cool that Tampa, a team in Florida, can have a team and be successful.
Nashville
that
too.
Dallas,
Nashville.
Nashville, Dallas, cities like that they is typically something that you wouldn't expect, and they do have one and they can be successful. Atlanta, I promise you, there's not a living fucking soul there that gives a shit about hockey. And it's no wonder that they got sold. And it's no wonder that fucking Ilya Kovalchuk was the face of their franchise. I know there's some people who defend him, but I am not the biggest Ilya fan, to be honest. But like you said, the Thrashers never put up a good jersey. They never had a good logo. They never had a good kit. They never had anything. And they never had competitive teams either, aside from Ilya Kovalchuk being the only notable player to really come out of there. And if anybody else tries to bring anyone else to me, I'm going to tell you to go Canuck yourself.
Hold on.
Because
Marian Hossa.
So what?
I'm just saying.
Fucking Benedict Arnold switching sides.
Oh yeah, I hate Marian Hossa.
You know what I love? You know what I love is that he went from the Penguins when we lost to the Red Wings when they lost in back-to-back Stanley Cup finals. He can eat one. But, I mean, realistically, though, the Thrashers, ugly unis, and in a city that did not give a flying fuck about the sport. No one in Atlanta cared. I promise you they probably paid people to go to those games. And especially if they're going to have to look at that shit. Just absolutely atrocious. You know, me and you, we talk a lot about how cool a lot of franchises that don't exist anymore are. Like, you figure like the Whalers and the Expos and teams like that. The Thrashers are a team that I am glad they're fucking gone. Dumb name, dumb logo, dumb uniforms, dumb players. Just a dumb organization altogether, and I'm super happy that they've hit the fucking road.
Well, what's crazy is this is definitely the worst that they ever had. And I'll go into the honorable mentions here in a sec, but like they've never had a good one. They do the asymmetrical thing, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
it's a fucking hockey
hate
jersey.
That shit. Yeah, I hate that shit.
Dude, sports jerseys in general shouldn't really do that, I don't think. Like you really shouldn't have an asymmetrical look. Just in general, but they went with the asymmetrical look. They came out with it in like the early 2000s or something, went away from it, and then came back to it. Like, that's how fucked this organization was from the start. I don't... Were they trying to be the Hawks? Like, that's what it seems like. They were literally just trying to look like the Atlanta Hawks from the start.
These are bad. These are just so bad, dude. Oh, man.
Like I said, a paintball. I just think of paintball. Like,
dude, I don't know why, like, in the deepest part of my memory, I remember seeing, like, fucking paintball on fucking Spike TV, and I was like, holy shit, that's the best reference I've ever heard. Like, dude, that is so acute and so specific, but you are so goddamn correct.
Dude, they had like a national collegiate championship for paintball. Paintball was like big for a while. It was weird.
You know what? Good for those kids, man.
Dude, yeah.
Good for them.
I mean, look at these guys. Like, you're not telling me that this isn't the Atlanta Thrashers jersey? You're telling me...
Well, either way, kid's a hard ass. Ass is hard for sure. Yeah, like, dude. Rock hard ass because he's a hard ass.
How many sponsors do you think he has? Probably a few, right? A Monster sponsorship?
Like, I don't know. Probably Rip It, I feel like. I don't know if they'd get Monster for sure. But I feel like Rip It is definitely all about that shit.
I used to like watching it, but like
Of course you did.
dude, as a fucking 9-year-old, are you kidding me? That was awesome, dude.
Oh.
Dude, they're just out there playing paintball with like the giant Dorito. They literally had a Doritos sponsored inflatable giant Dorito in the middle of every like course or field, or I don't even know what you call it.
And all those kids love spicy nacho for sure. I can tell. They just got a look to them.
No, but yeah. All right. That was a good tangent, I think.
Yeah, sorry, reeling it back.
No, we gotta.
You got us both drinking tonight. That's not good.
I know, dude. I know. What's
Oh.
crazy is, man, we're not even going that long right now. I just looked at the time. We're going pretty short right now. So, not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. But all right, let's hit honorable mentions. Like I just said, Atlanta Thrashers in general, just awful. Like, just
Look at those.
Just so bad.
Come on.
Dude, what's the logo? What is that supposed to be a bird? I don't know. It looks like Batman's fucking little ninja star thing. Like I don't
a little wait, what were those? Batarangs? Batarangs.
Yeah, the Batarangs. Hell yeah. And then we got Johnny's Barbershop up in Montreal.
Jesus Christ.
Like
yeah, they're not drinking Gatorade or water on the sidelines. They just got bottles of Barbicide, and they're just fucking tanking them down, dude. Oh man!
Oh my god, man! Jesus Christ! Yeah, no, those
you want a fresh cut and a shave, huh? Jesus fuck,
dude. I don't. I guess they were trying to do like a throwback thing. I don't know. Those fucking Canadians, man, I swear. Everything they do is silly. Like South Park making fun of Canadians is how I think of Canadian people now. But, like,
bunch of
silly people.
Bunch of Canuck and dinglings over there.
Silly people. Dressing people up like barbershops. And then we got... So this one I threw in because it's another Islanders one. So the Thrashers and the Islanders made both a top pick and an honorable mention, which is bad. It's a bad look.
That's a telltale sign about your franchise, bud.
Yeah. So you can tell that they tried to mix, and I don't even know what year they wore these, but they were trying to mix the new, like, just the classic Islanders look, and they threw in that teal. Ben, have you ever seen the Fisherman jersey?
Okay, so you're gonna probably hate me for this, but I kind of dig the Fisherman.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. I love the Fisherman, man. Like the Fisherman.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
okay.
No, the Fisher. I'm not talking shit on the Fisherman. Like, I'm glad that you and I are on the same page with that. But this is not even close to what this looks like. Like they just tried to mishmash it together by throwing a teal like on the bottom of it.
It's just bad,
dude. It's just overall just not great, just not fucking good at all. Ben, were there any that we missed as far as bad ones out there?
I'm sure we'll hear it from the public, but
yeah.
I don't know, man. Like the honorable mentions that you threw in there, and then the picks that we had already, those are what I'm thinking for. Like these are first picks in my head, and even some of the ones that you had as your picks, I'm like, yeah, dude, there are some really fucking ugly ones out there.
Yeah.
So, but as far as I can think, to make a list of like a top 6, I think we did a pretty damn good job.
Yeah. RoboPen, you got to mention the RoboPen too. I like the RoboPen because it's nostalgic and we're from Pittsburgh. Is it bad? Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad. There's no.
I love the RoboPen, but a lot of people fucking hate it,
dude. Well, I think it's just this jersey. Like the RoboPen itself is like fine, I guess. It's more just like this jersey right here is like really bad. Like, really fucking bad. Trying to think if we missed anything else, but I feel like, dude, hockey's kind of tough because like you can roast the bad ones because they're so few and far between almost. That you can't really make fun of them that much because most of them look really good. Like I would say,
most
the majority
of them do, and that's why I think this was tough and why I was a little, I guess, anxious about the episode because I'm like, dude, like Very rarely are we talking shit on the NHL, but this is every sport has that small little section that is going to be stained,
Yep.
and that's what this was today.
Yeah, and we'll eventually go over the best because I feel like there's probably a lot more to talk about. But I mean, these were just funny. So before we move on, though, we do have our submission of the week.
Submission of the week.
So these ones,
I thought about these two.
I had it as an honorable mention until Ryan Votash. Shout out to you, Vo. Sub of the week, 2 weeks in a row. Vo submitted these, and these are just weird, man. Like, what's going on here?
Like, they got this weird steer bullhead thing. I get it because they're in Dallas, but that and then, like, the constellation bullshit. Like, why even try and fit that in there? And then where in the Canuckin fuck is the red coming from?
Yeah, dude.
Where is that? And why? There's no need for that shit.
No. The stars, man. I don't... What is it? It's like a longhorn, but, like, not really. Like, horns down, baby, but, like, on a fucking hockey jersey. But it's like the Little Dipper went to UT Austin for a week and came back. These are bad. But, guys, please, keep giving us suggestions. I'm going to keep putting out tweets, or I'll start putting it on Facebook too. Maybe something on IG to get the word out a little bit more. But we do want to hear what you guys have to say, especially the jerseys that we're going to miss. Trust me, I feel like the bench has a lot of hockey readers out there. So I feel like we're gonna hear about some misses on this one for sure. But yeah,
we love the feedback.
We love the feedback. Like I've said before, good or bad. We want to hear from you guys. We want to make it, kind of interactive. I might start putting out votes, on what was the best pick each week, after the episode, after it comes out. So, just something to, keep your eye out for. Hopefully we're just going to keep growing. Feel like I'm pretty proud of what we've, accomplished so far. So, Ben, it's been a good one, I think. I think next week we're going to reveal the Vault's first sponsor. I made an executive decision right here. I think that's going to be next week. The boys are coming. Like, we already have a sponsor. Like, do I see the ranking? I'm not talking shit on the ranking. But do they have a sponsor? No, man. We're hitting it hard. Yeah, like, what?
No, that gave me chills a little bit. That's big game. That's big game for my boy.
Hey, yeah. Now we're fucking coming. Like, hey, Benny.
Cheers, pal.
Let's go. Appreciate it, guys. This has been The Vault, the weekly show from Thoughts from the Bench, where we take a look back at some of the best and worst sports jerseys of all time. This week we did the worst NHL sweaters ever. Next week I'm just gonna tease it a little bit, and we're basing it on our guest. There are some good ones here. The worst goalie jerseys in soccer history. There's a lot to pick from. The 90s by itself, it's gonna give us literally everything we need. And I think that'll be a good one. It'll be different because it's going to be a different dynamic because it's not going to just be me and Ben. So we'll kind of see how that works. Hopefully we need to get him drunk. I think that's the key. We need to get him a little teed up. Yeah. So appreciate it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next week. This will be coming out on Friday. And I'll be putting out some stuff to tease over the week as well for the next episode. So appreciate it, guys. See you next week.